my name's Lydia and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a one-day vlog because I've decided to read all of Crescent City in one day. So today is Wednesday, I'm not working today, and everyone's been talking about Crescent City recently, so I decided I will try and read the entire book on my day off. So far it's going alright. I took some clips before I did this intro clip as well, so I'll put those in. So it is 7:30 and I have been up for a couple of hours with this one because he wakes early, and I've decided to get a head start on my attempt to read the whole of Crescent City in one day. I'm not working today and I've just finished my current read, which was A Marvelous Light by Freya Marske, and everyone's talking about Crescent City at the moment. So I decided I'm going to try and read it. So this is going to be like a mini one-day vlog, seeing if I can try and read this entire book, which is a big book. It's, I don't know how long it is, like 700 pages or something. So be very interesting. It is now 10:30 and I'm up to, I think, chapter 9 or 10 of Crescent City. I have also downloaded the audiobook. I used one of my dad's credits because he never uses Audible but for some reason pays for it. So I am listening along and reading when I'm not listening, so I did have to just come out to the shop. So I have been listening to the audio in the car. I think I could maybe finish this today. I really want to try and get the whole book read, but it is like 780 pages. It's a big book, but it's very accessible fantasy. I like that there is sort of a slightly human side to it. It's not completely high fantasy. So far I'm enjoying it, and I've heard there are some really good twists and that the end is really good, so I am excited to keep reading and see what the fuss is about. I've never read a Sarah J Maas book before, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if I'm going to be completely confused by what's going on or if this is a good way to start. I've heard some people say this is her best book ever, others prefer her other series, but I think this is completely fresh. I don't think it's like related to the other series at all, so hopefully it's fine to just read this one on its own. I am currently up to page 200, so that is a quarter of the way through. It is just about 1 o'clock and I started at about 7:30 I think, but there's been a lot of breaks in between. So I have 11 hours left of the day. Is that right? Yes, 11 hours left, and hopefully that's enough time to read 600 pages. It really should be, but I mean, I have a new puppy, as you may have seen in some other clips, and he takes up a lot of my time and attention, but I'm very determined to finish this. I want to get this done because I've challenged myself to read the whole book, so I'm gonna try and make sure it happens. Now it is 20 to 7 in the evening and I'm only just halfway. So I don't think I'm going to succeed in my attempt to read House of Earth and Blood in one day. Mostly my fault because I have done other things. I've spent a lot of time playing with the puppy and I also went shopping a couple of times. So I probably could have done this if I had dedicated more effort to it. But also I am running on like 4 hours of sleep because of this little dude. So, I mean, no wonder. I am shattered today, but I'm enjoying the book so far. I find it very accessible. I'm not fully following everything, but I always find that with fantasy, and usually it makes sense by the end. So I'm just going to keep reading. I've still got 5.5 hours left in the day and like a bit less than 400 pages to read. So it's doable, but it's not going to happen. I failed in my attempt to read Crescent City in one day. It was a very ambitious attempt anyway, because it's a big book. This is, I think, 795 pages, so it's a long book. I never really read anything over 500, so it was very ambitious. And I wasn't even feeling that great on my day off because I have been trying to sleep train the puppy, and we were getting up a few times in the night. So I was very tired. So I didn't really have the best brain capacity to be trying to read a massive book in one day. I did get, I think, 500 pages read on Wednesday. So that's not too bad. I have now finished the book. I read a bit more on Thursday, and I thought maybe I could finish it on Thursday, but again, I was tired. I had a long shift. I didn't get home till like 6:30 anyway. So then I decided there is no point trying to finish this, like to rush it, because once I've failed at the 24 hours, I might as well just take my time with it. So I took 3 days to finish this in the end, which is pretty good considering the book I read before this was less than half as long and took me, I think, 4 or 5 days. So it took, I think I finished it maybe midnight-ish on Friday, maybe a bit before. And this really surprised me. I have never read a Sarah J. Maas book before. I don't read that much fantasy. I was expecting to give this maybe 3 stars. I thought it's so long and it's going to be really dense, and I've heard some questionable things about Sarah J. Maas's writing. So I went in with quite low expectations, but this really surprised me, and I ended up giving this 5 stars. I do not give that many books 5 stars, like compared to how many I read. This is, I think, the 29th book I've read this year, and it's the 5th 5-star. So that's like a 1/6 of the books I read are 5 stars. I wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting to enjoy it this much. I wasn't expecting to like the characters this much. I really liked Bryce and Hunt and Danica, and I can't pronounce the name, the little sprite thing, Lehaba. I can't remember how to even spell her name. But yeah, they were all really well written. I love the kind of like real world side of this as well. Like, it didn't feel like just pure fantasy. It felt like sort of urban fantasy, even though it's not set in a real world city. It is set in Crescent City, and there's a lot of like relatable things like laptops and mobile phones and things like that, and university and things. So I really enjoyed that aspect. I don't know if that's something that is prevalent in Sarah's other books, because obviously I've never read them, but if it is, I might be more interested to read it, although I feel like it's not. Everything I've heard about, like A Court of Thorns and Roses? Everything I've heard about that is very much like high fantasy. There's fae, there's Sealy Courts or something. Yeah, I know nothing about ACOTAR and all her other series and Throne of Glass and things. I think this was probably quite a good place for me to start reading her books because it's so different and it's just a completely new series. I'm not going into something that already has like 5 or 10 books out. This is the first book in the series. The second one isn't out yet. It's out next month, so I've got that pre-ordered from Waterstones. I hope they're going to do sprayed edges because I like these red sprayed edges, and the next one is blue, so I'd hope they're doing blue sprayed edges, but it doesn't say anything about them on Waterstone's website, so I'll be a bit disappointed if they don't have that. Also, I don't really get the cover. Like, I don't see how this has any relevance to the plot itself. I like the cover, don't get me wrong, but I don't really understand it. Also, sorry for the atrocious lighting and angle. I can't find my tripod. I've got no idea where I put it. So my phone is just balanced in the pocket of a jumper that is hanging over the edge of the sofa. And I'm in the conservatory, so there are so many windows and the sun keeps going behind clouds. And yeah, it's just a shit show all around. But I thought, I'm never going to finish filming this like mini vlog. And I keep doing that. I keep filming loads of segments for vlogs and then just never finishing them up because I have terrible follow through. So I thought, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. And this Crescent City reading vlog is just going to fall apart. I mean, it wasn't really that much of a reading vlog because I didn't really update you guys while I was reading it because I'm really bad at doing that. That's something I would like to try more when I do like a themed reading vlog, like how many books can I read in a weekend, and actually talk about the books that I'm reading. because all I've done is talk about it once I finished it, really. So this is going to be quite a short video, but that's fine. It's my reintroduction into YouTube because I keep not filming and I keep not uploading, and I want to try and break out of that habit of doing fuck all, basically. So yeah, I conquered Crescent City, which is not actually called Crescent City. This is very misleading. It is called House of Earth and Blood, and the next one I think is House of Sky and Breath. I think it's Hunt on the cover. I know that a lot of people were mad about the cover when I first saw it come out on Twitter, but I don't understand. I don't see the problem with it. It's just like a blue version of this with a different character. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see where it's going to go, because the end of Crescent City was, it kind of like wrapped itself up. So it could have been a standalone, which I liked, because you're not like sitting on the edge of your seat waiting for the next book. But yeah, I don't really know where it's going to go from here, but I will definitely be reading the next one. So I'm very excited to have actually enjoyed a long book, and like, it could have been longer, it wouldn't have bothered me. So that's kind of broken me out of this funk of not ever picking up anything over 500 pages because it's intimidating. I would like to try and read one long book every month, and maybe do like a mini vlog like this of the long books that I choose each month. I have quite a few more to pick from, like Prayer of the Orange Tree and A Little Life and To Paradise, and I'm sure there are other Brandon Sanderson books. They're long ass bitches. I have a little puppy licking my hand. Hello, Ozzy. There we are. I might try ACOTAR now. Well, not now, but now that I've read Sarah J. Maas and enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I do have the first book on my shelf somewhere, and it's not very long. It looks like a really short book, like under 400 pages. That might be something I actually try and get into now. Way too late to jump on the bandwagon, but there we are. I know this video has been a bit messy and a bit disparate, but I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I hope that next time I do, can I read this in 24 hours, I actually manage to do it. Hello, Ozzy. If you haven't met Ozzy already, this is him. My little cockapoo puppy. Anyway, I'm going to hop off this video now and play with the dog and maybe film my Illumicrate unboxing. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.